Welcome to our online chemistry class. Our topic is aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid. Let us discuss part number 6, that is chemical properties of carboxylic acid. Here we have to discuss some reactions of carboxylic acids. First is acidic character of carboxylic acid. As we know that mineral acids such as HCl, hydrochloric acid, H2SO4, sulfuric acid and nitric acid, they donate H plus ion, so they are acidic in nature. H plus donor means proton donor. According to Lawry-Bronsted theory, the substance is called as acid. So here also in aqueous solution, the H atom in OH group of carboxyl group or COH dissociate into a proton H plus ion and a carboxylate ion. Okay, and that H plus ion react with this water and it will produce H3O plus hydronium ion. So RCOOH gives RCOO minus plus H plus, that H plus plus H2O gives H3O plus. So this carboxylate ion is a negative charge and that plus H plus react with water to produce hydronium ion. So carboxylate ion is a conjugate base of your acid RCOOH, that is carboxylic acid. So as RCOH donate H plus ion, carboxylic acid is also acidic in nature. But if you observe the resonating structure of this carboxylate ion, there are two resonating structure. In these two resonating structure, only there is a shifting of charge. So negative charge gets shifted in between carbon and oxygen to form a double bond, and this double bond gets shifted to next oxygen. So here one printing mistake is there. So this structure is not the correct structure. In this structure, for to place negative charge, if here you have to place a double bond with this oxygen, and here there is a positive single bond between that carbon and oxygen. So here we have to form a single bond with oxygen. This is single bond and this is double bond. Okay, so negative charge is transferred from one oxygen to another oxygen. Okay, initially this oxygen carrying double bond with this carbon and this oxygen carrying negative charge. When this negative charge is transferred in between this carbon and oxygen, double bond is placed in between them, and negative and this carbon oxygen double bond gets shifted to this oxygen, so oxygen carrying negative charge. So only shifting of negative charge from one oxygen atom to another, and you can write partial double bond character between these three atoms, two oxygen and one carbon. So or you can show on here half negative charge on each oxygen, that is the combination of resonance structure 1 and 2, that is the resonance hybrid, which represent structure number 1 as well as structure number 2, which is most stable among these three. So this is about the acidic character. Next is influence of electronic effect on acidity of carboxylic acid. So all carboxylic acid do not have same pKa value. So pKa value is the value by which we can easily understood which acid is more acidic and which acid is less acidic. Okay, lower is the pKa value, stronger is the acid. Higher is the pKa value, weaker is the acid. So all the R dash means the alkyl group attached to COH group has influence on this acidic strength of carboxylic acid. So if we consider the halo acids, this halogen atom is electronegative in nature. So it is the most electronegative element among the periodic table. Fluorine is the most, then chlorine, bromine, iodine, and they exert electron withdrawing inductive effect because these are electronegative atom and they shows minus I effect. So the negative charge carboxylate ion, negatively charged carboxylate ion in the conjugate base means that RCOO minus, that negative charge in the conjugate base of halo acids get stabilized by minus I effect of this halogen atom. Minus I effect of halogen atom, and which is responsible to diffuse the negative charge. For example, let us see. Here is the electronegative halogen atom and the negative charge over the COO minus, that is carboxylate ion, gets stabilized by this halogen atom because this halogen has minus I effect. So more is the electronegative atom, more is the stabilization, and stronger is the acid having lower is the pK value. So higher the electronegativity of the halogen, greater is the stabilization of that conjugate base, and stronger is the acid, and smaller is the pK value. So if you check the pK value, what is the first compound? I will tell you from this CH3COH acetic acid. If fluorine is attached to that CH2 group, means if you replace this hydrogen of CH3 group by a fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine, then we get these compounds. So fluoroacetic acid pK value is 2.56, chloroacetic acid 2.86, bromoacetic acid 2.9, iodoacetic acid 3.18, and acetic acid has 4.76. So fluorine is the most electronegative, so smaller is the pK value and stronger is the acid. As we go from fluorine to chlorine to bromine to iodine, the value of pK goes on increasing, and among these all halo acids, fluoroacetic acid is strongest and iodoacetic acid is weakest, and all these are more acidic than acetic acid. So this is about the influence of electron withdrawing group, mainly halogen, on your acidic strength. Now if we, in all these compounds we use one halogen, but if there are more than one halogen, then what is the effect on your strength of that acid? So in monochloroacetic acid compound is Cl, we replace one hydrogen of acetic acid by one chlorine, pK value is 2.86. but if there are two hydrogens are replaced by two chlorine, the pK value is 1.26. so dichloroacetic acid, if we replace all the three hydrogen by three chlorine, so 0.06 is the value of pK. That indicate that if number of halogen atom attached to that carbon, then acidic strength increases because number of electron withdrawing group increases, that stabilizes the minus I charge on that carboxylate ion. Then next one, if you observe different compounds, alcohol, then phenol and carboxylic acid. So if you remove the hydrogen from each of these compounds, then what we get? Alcohol gives conjugate base as a RO minus alkoxide ion. Then phenol gives phenoxide ion and carboxylic acid gives carboxylate ion. So if you observe the groups attached to here, R means alkyl group. It has electron donating inductive effect plus I effect, and if there is a electron donating group, that cannot balance the negative charge because they supply the electron, they cannot withdraw this negative charge, so they destabilizes the conjugate base. So ROH cannot be easily converted into RO minus by loss of proton or H plus ion. That's why alcohol does not eager to convert into alkoxide ion by loss of simple hydrogen like your acid, okay, because of electron donating R group attached to that oxygen. So alcohol does not donate the proton, so it is not acidic in nature. But as compared to alcohol, if we check the phenoxide ion, AR group means C6H5 benzene ring, in which one hydrogen is replaced by O. There is a phenyl ring, and that phenyl ring has electron withdrawing resonance effect, so minus R effect. So this negative charge get transferred to benzene ring, and you can shift this negative charge over oxygen on ortho para position of that benzene carbon. So that stabilizes the that phenoxide ion, that is a conjugate base, moderately, because all resonance structures are not equivalent to each other. Okay, so you can check the resonating structure of phenoxide ion from phenol topic. Okay, so as compared to alcohol, phenol can donate a proton because that negative charge or oxygen in phenoxide ion stabilized by different resonating structure. Okay, so it is slightly acidic in nature, but shows some acidic character. Then in case of carboxylate ion, negative charge gets stabilized by that R group. Okay, so stabilization is good because all the resonating structures are equivalent to each other. Okay, in case of phenoxide ion, some phenoxide ion in that resonating structure shows different charges. Okay, so you can check that different resonating structure of phenoxide ion, then you can easily understand. So this is about the influence of the group attached to your carboxylate ion group COH minus. Then acidity of aromatic carboxylic acid. If you observe the benzoic acid or 4-nitrobenzoic acid or 4-methyl benzoic acid, the COH group attached to this carbon of benzene ring is a sp2 hybridized carbon. All the carbon of benzene ring are sp2 hybridized, and they exert electron withdrawing inductive effect. This sp2 hybridized carbon shows minus I effect, and which stabilizes the conjugate base. So if this benzoic acid donate a proton, so this hydrogen is removed, then we get C6H5 COO minus. This negative charge get transferred into this benzene. Okay, so because of the electron withdrawing nature of this carbon, which is sp2 hybridized, and due to that the C6H5CO minus, that is a conjugate base of the benzoic acid, can be stabilized. So due to that, acidic strength increases. If you observe, pK value of benzoic acid is 4.2. So if you check the pK value of acetic acid, it is 4.76. Okay, and that of acetic acid is benzoic acid is 4.2. So benzoic acid is more acidic than your acetic acid. But if you check different group attached to your benzene ring, and what is the effect of that groups attached to nature of acidic nature of that benzoic acid, if we attach NO2 group at para position exactly opposite to this COG group, then, and if we check the resonating structure, this NO2 group is electron withdrawing. So the negative charge over this para position get withdrawn by this NO2 group, and due to that we increases one more resonating structure. Okay, and that's why if you check the pK value of 4-nitrobenzoic acid, it has 3.41, which is lesser than your benzoic acid. This indicates that your 4-nitrobenzoic acid is more acidic than your benzoic acid, because we attach a electron withdrawing group. So if we attach such a withdrawing group like Cl, Cn, NO2, that increases the acidity of the substituted benzoic acid. But what happens if we attach electron donating group? These groups supply the electron to benzene ring, and the negative charge over this para position in the resonating structure of benzoate the conjugate base of benzoic acid cannot be stabilized by this CH3 group, because it donates the electron instead of withdrawing them. So it does not stabilize, it destabilizes the conjugate base. Okay, so if we check the pK value, it is 4.4, which is greater than that of benzoic acid. So your 4-methyl benzoic acid is less acidic in nature. So if we attach electron donating group such as methyl, OH, OCH3, NH2, this group decreases the electron density. Okay, sorry, it increases the electron density to benzene ring, and that decreases the acidic nature of your benzoic acid. Okay, so remember in your mind, if we supply or if we attach a electron withdrawal group, that increases the acidity due to decreasing the electron density of your benzene ring, while if we attach electron donating group, that decreases the acidity due to increasing the electron density to your benzene ring. So this is about the nature. Many time question may be asked in your multiple choice question, which is more acidic. So few compounds are given in your option, so for that purpose you must familiar with that, or explain the with reason. In that question also you have to explain, so you have to show with resonating structure in your explanation. Now next one is laboratory test of acidic nature of carboxylic group. First is litmus test. So all of know about that. If we dip blue litmus paper in any liquid and if it turns to red, then we say that the aqueous solution of that compound is acidic in nature. Similarly, the aqueous solution of carboxylate ion turns blue litmus paper into red. Okay, so this is the litmus test. So it is very simple. All of familiar with that. Now second test is sodium bicarbonate test. NaHCO3. When carboxylic acid reacts with sodium bicarbonate, and if we observe the brisk appearances of CO2, then this indicates that your compound is acidic in nature. This is a functional group test of carboxylate ion. So we have to perform this in your practical. So what is the reaction? RCOH plus sodium bicarbonate NaCO3. It will give RCOONA, sodium salt of carboxylic acid, with loss of carbon dioxide and water. So due to loss of CO2, you obtain brisk appearances. Okay, so when we add lemon on your soda, then you obtain brisk appearances. Similar type of brisk appearances we observe in this test. And if we add HCl to sodium salt of carboxylic acid, we get again your RCOH, that is carboxylic acid, plus NaCl. So this is the chemical test by which we can detect the dash COH functional group in your laboratory. Phenol does not evolve CO2 gas with sodium bicarbonate. Hence, carboxylic acid and phenol can be distinguished by using this test. Okay, phenol does not show this test. So phenol has different laboratory tests. When phenol is treated with neutral FeCl3, if it gives yellow or green color, then we can say that phenol is present. That we learn in the phenol topic. Then one more test is ester formation test. Okay, so when one drop of carboxylic acid is added to concentrated sulfuric acid, and we have to add 1 ml of ethyl alcohol in that mixture, then if you heat that mixture for 5 minutes in hot water bath, then that hot solution is poured in a beaker containing water. Then if we observe a fruity smell of that compound, then that compound is ester in nature, and your original compound is acidic in nature, because when any carboxylic acid reacts with alcohol in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid under warm condition, there is a formation of ester with water, and that reaction is esterification. And if you observe the fruity smell, this indicates that your original compound is acidic in nature. Okay, so this is not a test for ester, it is a test for carboxylic acid. Your function group is dash COH because of presence of fruity smell. Then next one is formation of acyl chloride. Carboxylic acid on heating with PCl3 phosphorus trichloride, PCl5 phosphorus pentachloride, and SOCl2 thionyl chloride, it gives corresponding acyl chloride. So in this reaction, the OH group get replaced by Cl. Okay, so here are the balances in the equation. So all are familiar with how to balance the equation that you already learned when you obtain preparation of alkyl halide from alcohol. Similar type of reactions are there, balancing is also same. So let us see the example. Acetic acid react with phosphorus trichloride. On heating, it gives acetyl chloride. So OH get replaced by Cl. Okay, so what is the byproduct? POH thrice or H3PO3 means phosphoric acid. sorry, it is phosphorus acid, not phosphoric acid. Printing mistake, make it correct in your book also if it is there. Then when phosphorus trichloride react with acetic acid, it will give acetyl chloride plus POCl3, that is phosphorus oxychloride and HCl. And if it react with thionyl chloride SOCl2, it will give acetyl chloride, sulfur dioxide and HCl. These two are in gaseous state, that's why R is written in upward direction. The next one is the reaction with ammonia, and this gives amide as a product. So first is from carboxylic acid. When carboxylic acid is treated with ammonia, it gives a salt, because carboxylic acid is acidic in nature, ammonia is base, and when acid and base react themselves, they produce a salt. So what is the salt? RCOO minus NH4 plus. So that is called as ammonium carboxylate. And if it loses water, then two hydrogen from NH4 and one oxygen from RCOO group minus. So we get minus H2O RCONH2. That compound contains dash CONH2 function group, so it is amide in nature. For example, acetic acid reacts with ammonia, it gives ammonium acetate plus CH3CONH2, name is acetamide, plus water. Okay. Then when instead of acid, if acyl chloride react with ammonia, it will produce acetamide plus HCl. So the Cl and H gives HCl, and NH2 from ammonia get attached with CO of acyl chloride. So acetyl chloride is a class, acetyl chloride is a compound. So R is equal to CH3, CH3COCl plus NH3. So Cl and H gives HCl, and instead of Cl attach NH2. So what is the compound? Acetamide. This is particular compound from acetyl chloride. The formation of amide from acid or acyl chloride. Then formation of anhydride, acid anhydride. When two molecules of your carboxylic acid on heating in presence of P2O5, phosphorus pentoxide, then they loses water like this. This oxygen will attack on carbon of second molecule, and the bond between carbon and oxygen moves towards this oxygen. So O become minus, and that extracts the hydrogen from first molecule. Okay. So what we get? RCOOCOR plus water, or in short you can write RCO twice O. For better yield, sodium carboxylate heated with acyl chloride gives acid anhydride. So sodium carboxylate RCO minus Na plus acyl chloride, then it gives RCOOCOR plus NaCl. Sodium acetate react with acetyl chloride, gives acetic anhydride plus NaCl. Okay. So by 2 ways you can prepare the anhydride, either from carboxylic acid or sodium carboxylate. Or when how you prepare both these? Acid react with SOCl2, thionyl chloride gives acyl chloride, and acid, carboxylic acid react with sodium hydroxide gives sodium carboxylate, and they combine together on heating, they give anhydride. Then next reaction is decarboxylation. Decarboxylation means loss of carbon dioxide, and you have to carry out decarboxylation of carboxylic acid, that gives alkanes as a product. When sodium salt of carboxylic acid heated with soda lime is NaOH and CaO, that gives alkane having one carbon atom less than the corresponding carboxylic acid, because this COONA is removed from your compound. So RCOO minus Na plus NaOH in presence of CaO on heating, that is soda lime, gives, remove this whole part. So I'll show you. Okay, in this way you can remove. What is the group remain? H will attach to R, so we get RH plus Na2CO3. Okay, so in this way you can write your product. For example, if R is equal to CH3, your compound is sodium acetate, react with soda lime, NaOH and CO. We heat the mixture. What do we get? Methane. Simply add hydrogen to your alkyl group and remove the COONA with NaOH. So we get Na2CO3 plus methane as a product. So in your acid, sodium salt of that carboxylic acid, here there are two carbon, but in your alkane one carbon is obtained, because another carbon is given as Na2CO3. So there is loss of one carbon during this reaction. Then next reaction is reduction of carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid reduced to primary alcohol using strong reducing agent such as LiAlH4, lithium aluminum hydride, or diborane B2H6. But diborane does not reduce -COOR, that is ester, NO2, nitro, and -X, that is halo groups. Okay, and one more thing is that NaBH4 can also not be reduced the COH group. So RCOH react with lithium aluminum hydride in presence of dry ether, it is used as a solvent. Then this CO group get converted to CH2. So we get alcohol plus water. So acetic acid react with LiLH4 in presence of dry ether, it gives ethyl alcohol. CO get converted to CH2 plus water. Okay, so this is about the reaction. Thank you for watching. You can like, subscribe and share my YouTube channel Mukesh Karvi. Thank you very much.